All right, Trevin, that was a massive win, man. How'd you guys pull that out? Because there was a lot of flow there.
Yeah, this team is awesome to play because it's like cinema. I was talking to Curtis Jones, I was talking to Montilovich just about like how awesome it is to play them, and they're like, yeah, it's awesome because it's like a Final Four game, Final Eight type of game, and the vibes were awesome, the atmosphere was awesome. But we are bought into each other. Coach always talks about play harder than the guy in front of you and play for the guy next to you, and so that's kind of like our MO right now, and it's awesome to be able to be excited on the bench when someone scores, get super pumped up when you make a shot or someone makes a good play. So there's like no agenda, and it's awesome. I feel like we're vibing. Everybody's in a good spot right now.
Is that in-game conversation, like during a free throw when you're chatting with those guys?
Yeah, so it was even like,
Mid-play?
mid-play while talking, like Montilovich was funny because I was talking to him, I was like, hey, do you think you could have blocked me on that one? And he's like, I don't know, like probably. So these guys are awesome. It's super competitive. Great dudes. They're really well coached, and I'm excited to see how far they go in the tournament.
Seems like a classy fan base and situation, which is fun to hear. That hasn't always been the case this year with some teams. But you guys go up 10, strong start, and then you go down 10 when Curtis Jones goes 22 points in 5 minutes. How'd you weather that storm?
Yeah, it's just, we're bought into each other. Curtis Jones, shout out to him. He was on a heater for the whole first half, and even he started out strong in the second half. But again, we have guys like Mo, we have Trey that just, they go in and they shut people down. It's really awesome to see. It's really funny that at the end of the game, we do a little ping pong action where, offense to defense type of action. But again, nobody has an agenda, and everybody knows kind of what their role is, and I think that's what makes this team super special.
You guys have now won 52 in a row when you lead with 5 minutes left. That's the clutch time.
Knock on wood right now.
Yeah, right. You're right. Knocking on Legram. Stats. I tweeted out, and people are like, you jinxed us. No, I did not. What is it about this group that gives you the ability to close out a game?
Yeah, I feel like it's so different, I feel like we're a whole different team than what we started, preseason with, to start a conference with, to even halfway through conference. But we kind of just went through it. We had to go through these roller coaster rides. Coach was always talking about, like, we're just pounding the rock and it's going to break open eventually. And so I think the turning point was at UCF. Our toughness wasn't up to par where we needed it to be. And, now I feel like we're the tougher team. We're going through different battles, and every guy wants to win just as bad as the guy next to him. So I think, playing for the dude, coaches are super intense, they're super competitive. The strategic play is awesome, so it's awesome to be able to play for a coaching staff like this and for the guy next to me.
You played a lot of games at BYU. Talk to me about the preparation. Nice. About this team and postseason play and how you guys have made a ton of adjustments. You've evolved as a team. There's been a build towards this season, and frankly the last couple of years, even if it's a different coaching staff of, hey, we're ready for this moment, this and next week.
Yeah, we have veteran guys that played last year, and we won one game, and then the next game we played Tech, and it wasn't the way we wanted it to go, and then tournament time in the NCAA last year was kind of the same story. So I feel like this year we have that experience, and we're helping the new guys understand like how important the ball is, how important possessions are. But again, it's awesome to be able to have Mihai come down. He hits a three. He's looking at the crowd. He's diving on the floor. Trey's diving on the floor. Cade was dunking it. But the vibes are really awesome. The preparation is all there. We watch a ton of film, and then we're just excited to go out there and play. I think the joy is there, and it's awesome to have the energy on the bench and then the energy on the court kind of be the same. So it's awesome for sure.
Is the perfect start for you exactly what happened? Opening possession, you make a three?
It is a perfect start. It's awesome because Coach Young drew up a play for me. I was feeling pretty good in like the warm-ups and everything. As soon as I let it go, I looked right at Cable. I was like, that's a great screen. Looked at Diego. I was like, that's a great pass. I was smiling at Coach Young, but it was awesome to start that way. I always talk about like the urgency and faith part. I feel like I've done my part, and now it's just trusting the process, trusting God that everything's gonna pan out the way that we want it to. And I think we're just starting to put BYU on the map.
What does it mean to beat those guys twice in a week and a half? Because that's an amazing team and an amazing program.
Yeah, they're projected a 3-4 seed. They're really well coached. Their defense is really well structured, and a couple weeks ago we had 29 turnovers, and so we really honed in on what the game plan was going to be, and we had 10 today, and so I feel like we're really ready to play. First of all, we're the first team ready. Kind of our other MO is be the first team ready, and so it's awesome to be able to play as hard as you can and then have the results be what it is.
This is the longest win streak, 9, since the end of the 2019-20 season, which that team was on fire too. Compare and contrast kind of the vibe of what that team was playing like headed into March Madness, and we wish we could see it in the multiverse, maybe, compared to this team.
Oh yeah, do you think I played that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm old. I was definitely on that team. It was awesome.
Nice try.
It was that team was super special too. I feel like we had a lot of seniors, so they went through their lows, and then they were able to go through that, have that experience, and now they were playing at a really high level. And I feel like it's very similar with just how our season was, and so like we were 1-3 and then 2-4 in conference. And we were right there in all those games. We just couldn't pull it out. And so I think the difference, with our team is just how competitive we are, how bad we want it, and then just, following a game plan. And I think that's exactly how the last team was. And so it sucks that we couldn't see what their tournament run was going to be like, but I'm excited for ours. I'm excited for, what this team can do in postseason.
How different do you feel you guys are for this matchup against Houston versus the first time?
Yeah, I was telling someone else, I was like, I'm super excited to play them. Like, they're considered a Final Four team. They won our conference outright. They're really well coached. They're one of the best defensive we've ever played. But we're a completely different team. Like, I'm excited for them to play us and to play them. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and I'm excited to see where we stand and how far we've come and to get ready for tournament time.
How dialed are you into, hey, if we do this, we may help ourselves next week? Is seeding, yet you want to stay focused on the next game?
Yeah, that's actually super funny you even asked that because I haven't even thought about that. I'm like, oh, we just got to win this because we can get to the championship. A lot of people say winning the Big 12 is almost harder than winning a national championship just because it's you have no breaks. You're playing probably a Final Four to an Elite Eight team every single time. And so it's going to be awesome. I'm excited, but I feel like our matchup is just against Houston. We're excited for that.
Okay, good luck against Houston. Thanks for the time.
Hey, let's go. Go Cougs. Bring the energy, baby.